Hey guys, so a lot of people are interested in learning Chinese, and I'm going to give you some reasons why you should not be learning Chinese. So I've also made a video about why you should learn Chinese, so check it out. And this video I'm going to tell you why you should not. Learning Chinese is a huge investment of time, so it's important to really carefully consider how serious you are about learning Chinese and how much Chinese you want to learn. There's a saying that learning Chinese takes about 2,200 hours. If you look at other languages, to learn Russian it takes about 1,100. To learn German or Spanish or Italian or French, for an English speaker it takes about 500 or 600 hours. So if you're looking to learn Chinese, you could actually learn German, French, Spanish and Italian in the same amount of time as you could to learn Chinese. And then so it's important to realistically think about what other things you could be doing compared to learning Chinese. It takes a long time to learn, and actually there's like 6 HSK, now there's 9 HSKs. So if you want to get to the highest level of HSK, then actually most people don't get to that point. Most people drop out or stop learning Chinese earlier, like HSK2, HSK3 or HSK4. Most people do not get past that. So actually, if you are not going to go to the top, if you're going to give up in the middle, maybe if you're not going to continue learning Chinese, it might be something for you to consider about whether it's worth to even start trying at the beginning if you're just going to drop out. Because a lot of people don't continue and they drop out later on, and they could have actually saved a lot of time if they didn't start in the first place and just focused on something which was maybe a bit easier, and then actually reach that target, and then maybe later do Chinese or do something else which is where you can definitely reach the target. So one of the other reasons is like basically lots of people drop out and they don't make it. So another of the big reasons why you shouldn't learn Chinese is that many people in China will actually speak English very well, and you can actually live in China and you can survive very well just speaking English. You can have a lot of communication with people speaking English. So is it really necessary to learn Chinese if you're going to be working in China or living in China? Or even if you're not, is it worth learning Chinese? Maybe it's not, because many people can speak English. And then possibly in the future there's going to be some kind of translation device where, I mean, even now you can listen to Chinese here and then it will actually translate it. You can use Google Translate and you can have a conversation and it will translate it automatically. So in maybe 3 or 4 years, the time you've learned Chinese, maybe it's not necessary. There might be some technology that can do it already. So actually these are some reasons why you shouldn't study Chinese, but the main reason I'm making this video is because it's really important to think clearly about if you want to learn Chinese, and there's going to be lots of barriers that are going to come up. So you need to have a strong reason, a strong why to learn Chinese, and it's really important. Actually, I think there's many benefits to learning Chinese, even if you do give up before finishing it, because learning a language is very deep. You get a very deep understanding into the culture, and you can understand how people think. And it's amazing just to learn a little bit of Chinese, because you can communicate with people and it opens up this whole new language, and it's amazing to have that ability to connect with Chinese people and to speak the language. Also, I love learning Chinese because I think it's amazing to understand the characters and how it's written, and also to understand this this amazing writing system and this amazing language. And also I think that even if you do give up, it's actually very useful, because it's very interesting and very fun to go through the journey of learning Chinese. I found it fascinating and enjoyable to learn Chinese. And also I think that if you can actually learn lots of the basic things in it takes 20% of the time to learn 80% of the language. So actually if you start learning Chinese, you can learn very quickly many of the basics, and many of the things that if you're going to come to China or if you're going to communicate with the Chinese people, you can actually learn very quickly how to learn the basic words. And it's basically true of many languages. When you first start, you will learn very quickly and you can just cover many things and be able to speak a wide range of the language. So I remember in my first 3 months, I probably learned 80% of the things that I know now in Chinese, because I was just studying it very intensely and I was using it all the time, and I just learned so quickly. And that was amazing, just to have that experience of it was basically like, whoa, this whole language and culture has opened up. So these are some reasons why and why you should not learn Chinese. The idea of this video is to make you think about it and to realize, to make you question, is it worth it? And some people should not learn Chinese, some people should, so it's up to you if you want to. And if you want to learn Chinese, check out some of the links in the description, which have some links to learning Chinese. And I hope that's helpful. Wish you the best, and I'm very grateful that I learned Chinese. It's amazing, and I hope that more people can learn Chinese, because it's a huge country and there are so many Chinese people in the world, so I think it's extremely valuable to learn Chinese, and it's good for the world if more people can speak Chinese. So thank you.